This is a continuation of the conversation I began in one of my introductory videos. In case you missed it, click on the link at the end to view it. Humanity is the closest word in the English language I can find to describe Ubuntu, which is a Zulu word, but it is really insufficient. Because this ancient African concept holds oceans of depth and nuance in it, I feel the need to go deeper. As a South African, despite also having partially grown up in the West, I was raised with a very visceral understanding of Ubuntu as an intuitive feeling, something you can innately sense when it is present, and equally when it is not. Like love, like trust, like respect. But I get that that may be a very esoteric framing of this beautiful concept, so I want to offer another way to understand it. Ubuntu is an ideological framework for a healthy way for us to interact with ourselves and each other and keep our communities healthy. It is a grounding principle for how to live well in the world with others. We can cultivate it wherever we create community. That extends to the industries we work in. So, as an artist and a pioneer in the artist wellness space, I am making the case for the importance of us to re-center Ubuntu in the arts industry, as I am troubled by the increasingly corporatized, dehumanizing direction we seem to be headed in as an industry. I think Ubuntu comes particularly naturally to us artists, as much of our work and creative process has to be done within the context of an intimate ensemble. Lots of intense collaboration, patience, vulnerability, holding space for each other in difficult moments, listening, receiving, sharing, giving grace, compromising, and finding, hopefully, kind and respectful ways to communicate with each other, even when we disagree and are under immense pressure. The center of this way of being in the world is holding each other's humanity and our own with kindness, compassion, and care. And above all, respect. Honoring our interconnectedness because we understand that we all belong to each other. We all need each other to make it. This is very antithetical to the loud messaging of what being a successful person and professional looks like that is very prevalent in the westernized capitalist world. It is a kinder, gentler, less individualistic, and more community-oriented way of being. That is our creative community at its best, y'all. I know you've intuitively experienced it. I know you felt it when it was present. I know you've reveled in the warmth that the psychological and emotional safety this kind of environment gave you to do your best work. Buoyed by the courage it gave you to release your creative genius, to take bold risks, and to create from the most fearless, authentic part of yourself. Because you knew you were safe. And I know you can feel the coldness of its absence when it is not there. It is something to do with the difference between being motivated by fear and being motivated by love. Now, imagine if each of us intentionally brought that ideology with us into each room we entered. This is how we can quietly influence and change our industry for the better. How we can be a light in dark places. Ubuntu is a posture of your heart and mind. It is a gentle generosity of spirit coupled with a fierce love for justice and the well-being of others. Goodness towards humanity embodied. Healthy and whole artists are masters of Ubuntu because we are already built with radical empathy in our souls. If this resonates with you and you feel moved to, please join me in this conversation on re-centering Ubuntu in the arts industry in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Love you, Coach T.
You're beautiful, so powerful.